This video is a part of the module Principles of Education. So, dear friends and learners, welcome to the module Principles of Education. Here you will find a basic introduction on concepts of norms, values, sanctions and labels. What are the concepts? First one, norms, and the second one, values, the third one, sanctions, and the fourth one, labels. Here you will find some pictures for examples for norms, values, sanctions and labels. See the first picture. This is related to norms. And next picture, this is related to values. The third picture, this is related to sanctions. And the fourth picture, this is related to labels. Under this module, in the first session of socialization, previously mentioned concepts are discussing. So, norms. Let's see what are norms. Social norms are the perceived, informal, mostly unwritten rules that define acceptable and appropriate actions within a given group or community, thus guiding human behavior. So what it says, these norms, they are informal, mostly unwritten. They are rules that define acceptable and appropriate actions. What they are doing, they are guiding human behavior. They consist of what we do, what we believe others do, and what we believe others approve of and expect us to do. So, social norms are therefore situated at the interplay between behavior, beliefs, and expectations. For an example, we are expecting some behaviors from our children. There are some norms we are expecting. They should behave like this. They should do this. They should not do this. Like this. Norms. Here is a little definition. Norms represent the do's and don'ts of social life. Do this and don't do this. Here are some existing cultural norms affecting youth in Asian countries. Restricted male-female interaction during adolescence and young adulthood. And the other thing, high levels of respect for elders, particularly family and teachers. So, children are expected to show a high levels of respect for elders. That's a norm. And social and emotional distance between children and their parents, older siblings, and other adults. Restricted freedom and independence of adolescent girls and young women, in contrast to high level of freedom and independence for boys and men. Okay, so the freedom is restricted for adolescent girls and young women. High emphasis on professional jobs such as doctors, engineers, and parental arranging or approving marriages. And what some parents are doing, they don't let their children to marry a person who like who prefer for children, but they want to marry a boy, they want to marry a person who preferred by parents, not preferred by children. So those are some norms that are affecting youth in Asian countries. Okay, let's see what are values. Values. It can be also defined as the value assigned to something. Value assigned to something means, for an example, he is generous. Generous is the value assigned to his behavior. See here? Good. That's a value. Beautiful. Bad. Ugly. And values may vary from society to society. And also, the value can be positive thing or a negative thing. Western industrial societies value individual achievement and materialism. But Asian societies may value simple living, cooperation, and generosity. These may not apply for all, but as a whole, these are true. So, first I said, values may vary from society to society. But here in Western countries, they are valuing what? Individual achievement and materialism. But in Asian countries, they are valuing simple living, cooperation, and generosity. Okay, here's a definition for value. Let's see what's the definition. G.R. Leslie defines values are group of conceptions of the relative desirability of things. Again, G.R. Leslie says values are a group of conceptions of the relative desirability of things. Here showing people relative desirability. How people desire on things. How people desire on things. Then that means how people value things. Okay, here are some examples for values. Individual achievement, materialism, cooperation. And some people may they value generosity. And some prefer for hard working, simple living, honesty, kindness, and patience. So, as I said, first, norms are more specific than values, and these are the values. So, norms are related to behavior. Norms are related to behavior. So, what are sanctions? Norms are enforced by positive and negative sanctions, that is, rewards and punishments. For an example, praise is a positive sanction, and labels are for negative sanctions, and punishments also a negative sanction. Sanctions can be informal, such as an approving or disapproving glance, or formal, such as a reward or a fine given by an official body. Usually, the threat of negative sanctions is sufficient to enforce normative behavior. Conversely, an admiring glance, a word of praise, or an encouraging smile provides rewards for conformity to social norms. Certain norms are formalized by translation into laws that are enforced by official sanctions. And The sanctions that enforce norms are a major part of the mechanisms of social control that are concerned with maintaining order in society. Okay, let's see what is the relationship among these four concepts. What are the four concepts? Norms, values, sanctions, and labels. Right. Generosity is a value. Generosity is a value. Under this value, what is the expected behavior? Helping people in the community who are in need. That's a norm. So that is related to behavior. Right? Under the generosity of value, helping people in the community who are in need. That's a norm. That's the expected behavior. So some people they may accept and they may help people. So that behavior is rewarded or that is praised by the society. This reward, praise, these are positive sanctions. But some people they reject this no. They don't like, they do not behavior according to this norm. So for that behavior as a negative sanction, he may be labeled as a missile. So let's see then what are the labels. Outgoing. She's outgoing. She's an outgoing girl, right? She's a shy girl. Oh, he is very friendly. She's ambitious. And he is very social. And he is a loser. These are some labels people are assigned according to their behavior. Let's see an example. You can perhaps think of the labels that are used to refer to those who do not conform to the accepted norms. There may be labels those who for those who do not conform to the accepted norms and for those who conform to the accepted norms. Now, if we consider about a person who do not conform to the accepted norms, the person may be called as a missile. He may not be acceptable as a community leader and in extreme circumstances be ostracized. Right. So today we learned about what are social values. Under that, what are the social norms and how these social norms are enforced by positive sanctions and negative sanctions. How these behaviors are labeled in the community. So I hope you got an understanding about these four concepts.